Hello Zimbabwe, and welcome to the hottest show in the land right now. This is Sports Amplified Zim, and I'm Elson Edzakanyurira. And with me as always is Lloyd Tawari. Ndara Lodza, zviri Aiwa, Bo Ndara. And straight away, let's get into the program today, where we are talking the Zimbabwe national team, the senior men national team, the Zimbabwe Warriors.
The Warriors?
Yes.
Which spelling are the Warriors?
Okay, let's get into it. And a lot has been said about the selection process of the Zimbabwean Warriors, with others going to as far as asking Michael Nis, the Warriors head coach, that is he in charge of the selection process. We know there's been a lot of noise about some players who have been called up. We won't say names, and they've caused a lot of a storm. Why have they been called up, and do they deserve the call-ups?
I think that with our national team selection, there has always been an issue of the coach himself might not seem to be in control. Sometimes there are players or maybe other people who have a sway, who have a power to have the players who they want to be in the team. And I think this is now being seen in Michael Nis's selection. There are many players coming from one team, and there are also players who other few people think they don't deserve to be there.
Okay, Ndara. Do you believe these players, some of these players, do they deserve the call-ups?
I think that they are some of the older generation of players. They haven't proved why they should be there, because if you're keeping on getting these call-ups, you should be able to play at a level which is the same level that you are. This is a national team setup, but these players are not performing well, and these names, they have been called regularly. We are saying every day
Okay, and the Zimbabwe Warriors were in action with 5 games being played with 2 national teams.
Two national teams.
The other one, more, or say, Warriors Light. Yeah. Warriors Light. Warriors Light, more of an under 23 side, but they were representing the Zimbabwe Warriors.
They represented well.
They played in the Kosafa Cup. They playing 3 matches against South Africa, Mozambique, and Mauritius. And the other team was in Morocco, playing Burkina Faso and in Niger. And the first games didn't go that well. And we lost against Burkina Faso in Morocco. We drew with Mauritius, lost against South Africa. But can you say this was due to the selection?
At this point in time, because yes, Michael Nis has had a very long time with these players, and he has had the time to place in his tactics and formations and everything else. So right now, we cannot point fingers at anything else other than him getting the right players for the right job. So the results are due to the players that are there. So yes, it's right down to selection.
Okay, Ndara. I want to ask something. In Zimbabwe, I think every Premier Soccer League team is allowed 5 under 20 players.
Yes.
It's a must. Every Premier League team has to register 5 under 20 players
for the development side.
Yes. So can we seriously say here in Zimbabwe we don't have those youngsters who are good enough to represent the national team, such that we can go and take a player from a sixth tier, Ndara, like Borek Church. Tonotora munhu ari kutamba bhora rekuchechi bhozi ari kutambira kuuk.
You are not letting it out.
We have players being called from 6th tier in the UK, 4th tier. We have a player playing in the 4th tier there in the UK as well. And for me, I don't think these players they merit these call-ups.
Okay. So I can see what you're saying is that you are questioning the quality of the leagues that they are playing in. Hence also
definitely
questioning the quality of the player that we are getting.
Definitely.
Yeah. I see where you're coming from.
And so when I would sure and say, the selection process wasn't good enough and this and that, but we can't help but look at the positives in that. The final games. The last game we drew against Niger,
yes.
1-0, with some new faces in the Mali, Chelsea, Brentford reserves. We can't just say Brentford. He has never played for the first team, this guy, Brentford reserves. But putting in a decent shift there, coming on at half time and putting in a decent shift. We had also Prosper Padera, SJK from Finland. This is a young man. I saw his game.
Yes.
This is one for the future. This is one for the future.
Which excite you.
Yes.
Exciting.
Yes, Mason Mshore from Ireland has also getting some minutes and a decent shift. Ishe Onesu, Maoichi from Simba Bora.
Yeah.
I think this one is a very good defender, and I think our defense is in very good hands there. He played very well. That is Ishonesu Maochi. And our right back, Ndara, Kunana Jalayo, is now becoming a position of concern. Vamwe vari kuti hanzi haiti yajalai hanzi iri bho pafacebook chichichi. What do you think, Ndara, in terms of our right back?
I think that's a position we need to strengthen, because in a game you are more than likely to be attacked from your fullback positions. So the stronger the fullback, the stronger the team. Because if they are able to capably defend and going forward as well, we cannot have someone who is only good at attack but not capable defensively. So I think the issue of height and every other things, or the physical prowess, it comes in. The African game is very physical. So there's something we need to look into this. Would I say defense player?
Okay, and Tina Jonah Fabish.
Yes.
Played very well, I think. Not bad.
It was a good showing.
Yes. And Sean Fusiro also, he's in the books of Sheffield Wednesday there, but now playing for a team in the fourth tier. They're in the UK, but he did a decent job as well.
Yeah. I think the lads, we finished the game. I think because they were being given a platform to showcase what they do, I think that also brings out that confidence. But some of these games, when people feel like it's more or less personal pressure, they really do well.
So can we safely say these friendly matches in the COSAFA Cup served its purpose? Because obviously we had some positives there, and we now know that these players, they are not good enough for the Warriors, and these players we can count on them.
We can safely say that there is a conclusion which was reached, and that conclusion is that there are players who are in the current setup who should just maybe watch from the sidelines, or just be able to mentor the upcoming players. Then there are players who now deserve a more starting role. I think the coach himself has looked into it, and he will implement it going forward. He has to. Tudama results. This is a results-based game. Yeah.
Michael Nis, Tudama results, and you are going to implement some of the things that you noticed from a friendly matches up. And the coming games for Zimbabwe Warriors will be in September there, with Zimbabwe facing Benin, Rwanda, and in October we have games against South Africa and Lesotho there. And so all the best to Michael Nis, because my results are good. We need results there, and those are the games coming up for the Zimbabwe Warriors. So we hope
we get good results,
and maybe some of the players who had good showings can get their chance again from against UIU. And also thank you, our viewers, for your support. and would like you to keep on subscribing, following us, and liking our channels on YouTube, Facebook, as well as on TikTok, Sports Amplified Zim. Thank you for watching.